All right, level 19. Still on the
Okay.
Doomgiver.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Shadow Trooper, Death Trooper, Dark Trooper, all these
Ebon
dark
Trooper.
stormtroopers that are
Uh-huh.
variations.
Can't keep track.
Yeah, it's funny too, because like in the Dark Empire 2 comic, it was like there was a Dark Trooper, but it was like lowercase d, and it wasn't referenced ever again. But it had nothing to do with the one from Dark Forces. So I don't know what was going on there.
What the fuck, Veach?
Yeah, it's funny. Dark Empire 2, I don't know why, but there's something about that work. It just doesn't get referenced much. I mean, it was the weaker of the two main Dark Empire stories, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it had Cam Solusar, who gets referenced a lot because he was at Luke's Praxium, and he was in later books, and he's probably the one thing that continued from Dark Empire 2.
I don't know why they would avoid doing that. I mean, I don't know why they would avoid Dark Empire
I think
2
it was just
specifically.
I don't think it's a matter of consciously doing it. I just think because some of the characters were just kind of paper thin. I mean, it was like Luke saves Jim on Ossus and Rafe, her brother,
Uh-huh.
who were part of the Asana tribe. But then it's like he falls in love with her. Then she gets killed by the Darksiders a few issues later, and then it's like you never hear about Jim again. And it's like Luke loved her, like he loved Callista. You hear about Callista later. It's just like, wow, okay. But it was like that was the thing. It was just a pointless love interest for Luke, and he had already had, even in the Marvel comics, he had temporary pointless love interests, and it was just like, But I mean, then also there's like some of the Darksiders. They only show up in that, like, well, I mean, Cedrus, he I think he's only in that.
Yeah.
And Cedrus was cool.
Yeah, he was really good in the audio dramas. Oh, I
Yeah,
love those audio dramas.
I know.
Nick Jameson.
Nick Jameson. And Dark Empire 2 was the first Star Wars audio drama I ever purchased when I started getting into audio dramas.
Yeah.
And I listened to it quite a bit on cassette. That's how I bought it. And then I later got the box set with the whole trilogy.
Well,
With the exclusive Empire's End bonus disc only available in the box set.
and see, that's what I would expect to like not get referenced, right?
Empire's End.
Yeah, but I mean, that just
it
kinda,
does a little bit, but yeah, and that one was a really weak because it was supposed to be a 6-part series, the end of the trilogy, Dark Empire 3. They cut it to 2 issues. The artist was different. It wasn't Cam Kennedy, and the artist they got, I don't remember who it is, but it's fucking awful. It's horrible art. It's so bad. And then it's weird because, like, is the Emperor coming back again? Like the third time?
somehow,
And it's
somehow
like, yeah,
Palpatine has returned.
somehow. The one cool thing, though, is that it took place. I mean, it's like they were on Onderon, so that's where the Emperor in Legends has his final death on Onderon, which of course came from Tales of the Jedi. So it was kind of a full circle thing. It's
Right.
like the Sith come back, in 4000 BBY, whatever, and then the Emperor dies there 4,000 years later. So it was
Right.
kind of a
And
yeah,
and that kind of makes sense if you know, because back then you kind of compartmentalized canon a little bit more,
yeah,
where it was very easy to go, okay, it's just the movies, or it's the movies and the
just a
novels,
comic.
or it's the
Yeah.
movies and the novels and then the comics, and then you
Mm-hmm.
kept adding like the lesser and lesser canon stuff,
Right.
the comics and the young adult books, and then
Exactly. It kind of helped
Trioculus and
in
all
that
that
way.
stuff. Loving Darth Vader.
Yeah, I
Um,
can't believe I've actually read those books 3 times through the decades. I mean, there's a certain charm to the Trioculus books, and it's funny too because there's even very serious Star Wars authors like Abel Pena and some other guys that love referencing those works. I love seeing that as he's knocked the stormtroopers outside.
mhm.
Um, so it's weird. There's a weird like love hate thing. It's like someone deciding to reference, I don't know, like I'm trying to think of a good example of something that's like annoying but obscure, and if you reference it, it's almost like kind of like a wink to like the hardcore fans, like
Mhm.
but yeah, they are truly horrible books though. The prose is like, it's funny, they're meant for like probably 8 to 12, but it's like they're the prose is like for 6-year-olds. It's that bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And those authors, Paul and Hollis Davids, they had written for Transformers, the original animated um, series, and some other 80s like cartoons. So they had experience. But
Well, they were
man,
contracted to write for a certain demographic, so
yeah, and but it's funny that that's an example of how not to do it, because then you read something like, say, Jude Watson's Jedi Apprentice books, which is basically the same demographic, and those are actually pretty decently written. They're serviceable. They're
yeah,
like
yeah.
party boys, problem of the week, but there's genuine insights into the Force and the Jedi and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and they're very good. So
Yeah.
it's just the luck of the draw. I mean, that's the thing with YA. Does have to, you can't write too high for kids because you know you got to get the dummies in there too.
I don't
But when
know.
I was like 10, I was reading stuff meant for adults, like science fiction.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wouldn't know the word, but that was maybe the book that taught me that word. So,
Right, because you're looking at context and all that stuff.
yeah. Yeah. And in fact, there was a lot of words when I first started reading Star Wars adult novels like the Thrawn trilogy. There was a lot of technical and scientific words I didn't know at the time. I mean,
Pseudo
even things
motion.
like, yeah, pseudo motion, but even like playing TIE Fighter and stuff, I think I was just starting to learn what a rendezvous point was. Just little like military terms like that. I was
Uh
like,
huh.
oh, okay, all right.
Anyway, as I was
More
saying, so
turrets.
it makes sense that the Dark Empire and Empire Zen would sort of put a cap on the Tales of the Jedi
Mm-hmm. Right,
thread.
with Veach
Yeah.
having written
Right,
both
because
of
that was
those
that was his
also.
baby.
Yep. Yep.
So he
It,
would
yeah,
he
I
would want to
wish
tie it
I
into his little area of the sandbox.
right. I'm glad. I guess it didn't really happen until after he passed, but I'm glad his light project, that the text of that did get released in recent years.
Yeah.
I still need to read it, but that's the cool thing about Star Wars Timeline.net. There's a lot of lost stories that are put there in PDF form and text form, and
Yeah.
you can read them. And that's where the original text of Heart of the Jedi was
Right.
put up.
And it's
And
funny. I was gonna say it's funny that because there's because comics and or novels or whatever are not necessarily like, or they weren't necessarily like 100% canon. They weren't like Lucas canon.
right.
So there was a little bit of leeway to do
It
weird
always, those
stuff.
early novels used to have that. I wouldn't say it was a warning. It was like a text thing in the front of the book. It said, "The stories contained within are the vision of this author and not George
Right,
Lucas."
right, right. So
Yeah.
they could do weird stuff like, the Emperor comes back or whatever. And it's funny because at the time, a lot of people derided those comics because the Emperor came back.
Majorly.
And they're like, "Oh, that's ridiculous." And then, but
Especially
at the time,
after the Phantom Menace, because then it was like it negated the Chosen One theory of Anakin
right,
destroying the Sith and Return of the Jedi and da da da.
right.
I get it. I get that
So,
side of it.
and it's funny because, well, like you said, there's that kind of ties into the funny part is that at the time people were like, okay, well, that's dumb, but it's comic books, so they would never do that in a movie. They would never do that in prime canon. And then 25 years later, 30 years later, Disney
Yeah.
Disney drops their bucket in that well.
Thank goodness I was able to appear in Fortnite.
Oh, Jesus. That's where we're at. These fucking kids. They're Star Wars is so it has permeated so deeply into the culture that now a lot of kids
They know it through that or
Yeah.
Minecraft or Lego
right. It's like,
Yep.
oh, I got into Star Wars because it was in some ancillary weird tie-in media
Totally.
in some case,
Totally. And it is something that is not like we didn't really have that, and it's something I have to kind of like mentally remind myself, like this is for the kids these days, and whatever they're into, that's fine. I'm not gonna. I mean, I make fun of the Fortnite thing, but whatever. It's just it's just not my game.
Look, I don't really have a problem with it. Like, I watched the thing after the fact. I was like, okay, this would have been really cool in some other media. Like, this is like huge. Like, why is it in Fortnite? Why is it in
dead speak in Fortnite?
Why is it in Fortnite? I
Right.
swear. I mean, even if they just went back and just, at the, oh my God, it pisses me off so much. At the end of
And
The
they
Last
haven't
Jedi,
even gone back and fleshed it out. Like, you would think, okay, let's get another version of those events in a novel or whatever. Like,
let's get
but
canon.
no.
Let's get canon into canon. What happened?
Yeah. But no, it's only in the Fortnite thing, and it was a live event, so it's only like you can go on YouTube and watch the thing. I think I did once.
Yeah.
But it's just like you had to have people recording it like at the moment. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Just so weird.
Yeah. Well, in a video game, right? Like, there might be, like, especially in a role playing game, there might be choices you make, right? And that affects the outcome of the game and all that stuff. But typically, especially in a series of games, there will be a canon version of events. Like,
yes,
you actually chose this.
Yeah.
And then that's
just
what
like in Jedi
happened.
Knight. The canon story is that
right.
had the light side ending.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Perfect
Ouch.
example. Yep, that was
Ow.
really bad. And the frickin' the rocket
Those
launcher
rockets.
coming in slow
Oh.
motion
Yeah.
because I was already
As he's
dying.
getting up, smack you in the head.
Fucking rocket troopers are the worst.
Yeah, in every game, and in Fallen Order, I hate them as well.
Uh-huh. But what were we talking about?
Fortnite and Star Wars,
Oh, how could I forget? I would
and
like it at
actually,
this point.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, so there's like the canon version of events in Jedi Knight is a good example of that.
yeah.
They should, and it's funny because it's in a video game, right? So, but they've never gone and said like what they really need to
They
do.
they could do like in an essential chronology. They describe the rough events of the story as happening, but the details are left up to the player to experience in the moment in the game.
Right. Well, they need like a short story.
Seems to be going a little long there on the yelling.
So calm down, guys. Start hearing them screaming because they still have a little bit of air left and their comm links are open. Oh, tell my wife I love her.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, it's like when Will Ferrell's like down by the grate in The Spy Who Shagged Me.
yeah,
I'm still alive, guys.
yeah. Um, what I think that they should do, I think I've mentioned this before, is that there should be a special edition of The Last Jedi, and there should be a lot of changes. But one of the changes should be at the very end. They're in the Millennium Falcon, and then they hear the broadcast
Right,
from
right.
the Emperor, and then
Exactly.
that makes the seemingly light ending of The Last Jedi actually be super dark.
See, that would have been better because then it would have mirrored the ending of The Empire Strikes Back. And so we'd have two middle trilogy movies ending kind of on a downer in a
Yeah,
way.
but I mean, you know, obviously we know how the sausage was made somewhat, so
Yeah.
it was never going to happen because that was never Ryan Johnson's intention. I'm I'm pretty sure it wasn't JJ's intention either. I don't think that guy had any intentions.
Yeah, I feel like JJ just shows up and is just happy to contribute and just kind of give a real basic prepackaged
He's
experience.
happy to jump into an existing franchise and stick his dick shaped nose
Yeah.
into it
Right, exactly.
and jizz his diet
Swoosh it around a
Spielberg,
little bit.
as you
Diet
say,
Spielberg.
his diet
It's
Spielberg.
almost like it's almost like it's like LaCroix Spielberg
Oh shit,
sometimes, but
Shasta,
yeah.
diet Shasta. My
Mr. Pibb.
grandmother. Whoa, that was weird. Almost got sucked out of
That was
nothing.
a launch.
My grandmother drinks Diet Shasta cola,
Uh-huh.
and I really like Diet Soda. I like Diet Pepsi, and Diet Coke's okay, but I've on two occasions I've been over there, and I'm like, you know what? I'll try Diet Shasta, and I'm like, this stuff tastes terrible.
Oh
And
man,
then
I don't know if I've ever had it.
it's, I mean,
Might be years. But
I know that Diet Soda is an acquired taste,
what well
but I
now
really like
there's
it. And
yeah.
I tried it again recently, like last year. I was over at her house, and I'm like, you know what? It's been a while. My taste may have changed. I'm gonna try Diet Shasta again because
Yeah.
it's cheap. Shasta Cola
Yeah.
is cheap, so if
Yep.
I like it, that'd be great.
That's the best thing about
It
Shasta.
tastes like shit.
Oh, yeah. That's how I feel about Diet Pepsi in recent years. I mean, it it just seems like whatever fountain I get it from, it's just like, oh god, this is
Oh
awful.
well, here's the thing: out of the can, out of the bottle, I prefer Diet Pepsi always.
Yeah.
Ever
And
since they went back to aspartame, because the whole
yeah,
Splenda period of Diet Pepsi, that's a whole nother thing. But
right.
I I always like Diet Pepsi out of a can and a
Well,
bottle.
these
But
days,
if it's a
yeah.
fountain, typically Diet Coke tastes better to me.
Oh, dude, McDonald's Diet Coca-Cola
Mm-hmm.
is so good. I mean, McDonald's is known for having the better tasting Coke.
Yes.
I mean, because of their preservation process with the
Right.
ice and everything on the machines,
Mm-hmm.
which I've read articles about. But I was gonna say these days there's so many unique flavors that are like new now. Like just today, they're talking at the same time.
I don't know. Pop quiz hot shot. Dennis
um,
Hopper.
right. Just today, I had sugar-free. It was coconut cream flavored Dr. Pepper.
Uh-huh.
And it was so good. It tasted like the coconut flavored Jelly Belly jelly beans. It was amazing. And then this is a can. We just saw it at Vaughn's and picked up a pack. And then we've been getting this spiced Coca-Cola, sugar
Yeah,
free.
I've heard of that.
It's good. It's a weird, unique flavor, but it's like nothing I've ever had. It's just interesting. So I've been enjoying that.
I don't know if they did. I'm sure they probably didn't, but they should have somehow tied that into the new Dune
I
movies.
know. I told that to Nicole. I said, "Is this a Dune thing? Get some Arrakis sweetener in here."
If you're if you get a worm in your can, you win a prize.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gila
anyway,
worm
that's
in your
enough.
soda
That's
can.
enough soft drink lore.
Talking fizzy glug for Star Wars. This is a madhouse in here with these stormtroopers. It's crazy.
It's so weird for this like control room or whatever to be below the window.
Yeah, because don't you think they'd want to see out?
Well, I mean, you can
Well,
if you go up to the upper deck, but there's no controls up there. So like, but I mean, I guess in a Star Destroyer, the all those workstations with the
I guess
comms
they
and
got
everything,
screens and all that.
they're below the observation
Right.
like catwalk or whatever.
The last
It's
shot.
doing the Imperial Watutsi.
Yeah, there must have been like 30 guys in this room, at least.
Yeah, I don't know why they would need like a couple rocket troopers in this
Just
fucking room.
randomly. Right.
Shove rockets up my ass.
Yeah, also strategically, it doesn't make a lot of sense unless you're on a battlefield because it's like you're on a ship. What if your rocket accidentally fries the fucking ship controls for like the deflector shields or something?
You know, if these
I'm
games
gonna nitpick
were
Jedi Outcast.
realistic, they'd be really boring. You're just
Yeah.
going through and hacking up dudes with no weapons.
Right. At least the recent games, because the environments are so well laid out, like almost like I don't know, it's almost like real blueprints and shit, like how they lay out the levels. Obviously with puzzles and things, but like I don't know, the recent games they have that Star Wars lived in quality where everything seems actually functional when you see the environments.
Yeah. Well, we've come a long way in level design and stuff. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even the original Dark Forces, I remember reading in like the LucasArts little catalog thing where they interviewed people. They were saying they built the levels in Dark Forces with the AutoCAD for architecture and
Uh-huh.
stuff back
Yeah.
then, and that was a unique thing for a game. There was like no one building games with AutoCAD, so because Doom was still only a level plane, you couldn't have levels stacked on top of each other with
Yes.
stairs. You
Right.
could do it you could cheat in a certain way, but like you couldn't put anything underneath a hollow room.
Yeah.
And Dark Forces you could, and that was the difference with that game. I'm so glad that I was able to be alive and be a teenager during the very short 2 or 3 year period of Doom clones on PC. And having played, not a lot. I played like Duke Nukem, and I think that was the only main one I really played besides Doom.
Yeah,
But
they're called
even
boomer shooters now.
boomer shooters now, exactly. Um, so I didn't play a lot of them, but I remember buying a lot of computer magazines and looking at them, and I remember seeing Heretic and Hexen and some of those.
Blood.
Blood.
Blood was a good
There was
one.
even a Terminator one I didn't know about until, was it LGR? Somebody reviewed this old Terminator Doom clone that came out then, and it actually looks pretty cool.
You sure it wasn't a Doom Total Conversion?
No, it was a Terminator game,
Oh.
and it was a boomer shooter, and it was an original story. So like you're in the future taking out T-800s and stuff for
Oh my
the
god.
resistance.
Yeah, that's the movie we want, but we'll never get.
Right.
I was reading an article about. I don't know. Actually, I don't remember if it was an article or if it was some comments about. I don't even remember. I guess it was really in relation to the Alien franchise. But they mentioned like in both of those franchises, Terminator and the Alien franchise, fans have always, since the first movie, they've.
Oh God.
I think he actually shit himself, and
No kidding.
now he can't.
He can't
he can't,
unshit
he can't
himself.
figure out what he needs to do. He's got a.
Oh my God. Now he's dodging.
Yeah. Now he's running.
Damn.
For 40 years, fans have wanted one thing from each of those franchises, but they'll never give it to us. We want to
Dutch
see. Well, okay.
and Predator. Oh, that's
Predator. That's Predator, but yeah, but
right.
that's the same thing though with that. It's like we just want Dutch. But we're
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
get Dutch. So Terminator,
Old
it's the
Dutch.
future war. We're never getting that. We've had it teased. The most we ever got was Terminator Genesis, I think.
Well, we
And-
got it in that one with Christian Bale.
Yeah, but that's not T-800s stepping on skulls with purple lasers. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like, that's-
remember because I only saw it once.
It was all-
I liked it though.
It was all right. It had some good stuff in it, but it wasn't the future war that we want. And then
Okay.
Alien, it's we want xenomorphs on Earth. But
On
we're never
Earth,
gonna get it.
which was they used to always say, the fans used to always say, we want Earth War turned into a movie, because that was a
Right.
Dark Horse comic
Mhm.
series where they do come to Earth. It was
Yeah.
Earth War. But yeah, I know it is that.
Jan.
Well, you certainly took your sweet time. Hey, it's okay.
Whoa, whoa,
I'm happy
get a
to see you,
room.
too.
I guess they do have a room.
you were
Actually.
Dead?
Right.
No. In pain? Yes. Desan and his thugs must have burned out half a dozen interrogation droids trying to get me to
Whoa.
crack.
They wanted to know about the Valley of the Jedi, right?
For the first few hours, then they dropped the subject and started asking
do you
me
burn
about
out
the layout
droids
of the
unless it
Jedi
is
Academy.
Jedi
Like that short
Academy.
story with
Yeah,
Leia.
Desan seemed obsessed with it.
Right.
No.
What?
I don't know
I
what
think
you're referring
Desan's
to,
invading
but
the
yes.
Jedi Academy. We've got to destroy the Doomgiver's shields before he can deploy his troops.
I think I know where it is. Let's go.
How the fuck does she know where it is?
It's almost like Spaceballs. I know the exact layout of this ship.
Dual switches. We're going to have to work together to get out of here.
Oh,
Switch down, Kyle.
you know what's funny? I can't remember if I mention this at the beginning of our Jedi Outcast commentaries. Maybe I did. It's been so long.
It's
But
2 years ago at this point.
yeah, Vanessa Marshall, who played Hera in Rebels, that's her doing the voice of Jan Ors in this game.
I think you did mention at some point.
I think I did. But I was reminded again when I heard Jan's voice. I was like, yep, that's Vanessa Marshall.
Well, in the inevitable live action appearance of Kyle and Jan, I look forward to Mary Elizabeth Weinstead, or whatever her name is, playing Jan
Sure the shield generators are through there.
in
Me
live
too,
action.
especially if she turns around and walks away from me.
Don't do something stupid like die on me.
Does Jan and Hera wear the same type of pants? Well, there you go, level 19.
Good times.